Van Deeb, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van Deeb.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello and welcome to the Van Deeb podcast. Man, I'm glad you're with me today. I'm very grateful for your time. You know, all we have to offer people is time. So being a straight commission businessman since I've been 23, I value time. So I'm grateful you're spending your time with me. So today I want to talk about a book that has done wonders for me called Think and Grow Rich. You know, in today's world, it's easy to find reasons to feel discouraged or down. This usually happens to us when we start focusing on things that we can't change. But the good news is that there will always be one area where you have total control, and that is the outlook on your life. You control what you see your life to be. So if you're like the rest of us in this world and you need a mood lifter right now, I highly recommend, now I recommend a lot of self-help books, okay? But I highly recommend reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book was first published in 1937, and it is still the best-selling self-help book ever written. It's like the second all-time bestseller of any book ever sold. So Think and Grow Rich will teach you how to attain wealth and success through positive thinking, through persistence, and through focus. The author of this book offers practical techniques and inspiring examples, which I love, of successful people who reach their dreams by using these same principles. One of the quotes I love from the book is, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You make life what you want your life to be." That's Napoleon Hill. You make your life what you want it to be. That's what I want to talk to you about today. So one of the quotes from this book that I repeat over and over in my motivational speeches, I don't care how large the company is or how small, I always like to relay this quote from Think and Grow Rich because I've believed in it my whole life. If you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. So this quote from Think and Grow Rich has been deep in my core since I first started selling real estate in 1983. You're going, wow, that was a long time ago. Did they have indoor plumbing back then? The answer is yes, they did. So, you know, back in 1983, I had no mentors. I had no one telling me. I came from a wonderful family, full of love. I don't have no complaints, but I didn't have anybody saying, "Hey, Van, you can do anything you want to do in life," or really any other form of encouragement on succeeding in business. So I just had to create my own motivation by reading positive self-help books. So reading that line, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. Reading that line literally changed my view of my abilities. I soon learned, let me start over here. I soon learned, that's a tongue twister, that my drive, my desire, and determination, along with a lot of discipline, would get me anywhere I wanted to go in life. And my mindset is not just about making money. So just know that that's not the reason behind this quote. If you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it, has nothing to do with being rich with money. It has to do with living your best life. And it just so happens if your life, if your definition of living your best life includes making a lot of money, then so be it. This will motivate you too. So to my way of thinking, if you can conceive it and believe you can achieve it, is almost identical to manifestation and visualization. Almost everything that has happened in my life existed in my head before it ever became a reality. I truly believe that our thoughts become alive if we want them to. I believe manifestation is very similar to dreams. And I believe that our dreams are just a prelude to reality. Of course, I'm talking about positive and exciting dreams, not nightmares. But think about it. I really want you to break this down with me. If you can conceive it, okay, conceive it in your head. Where do you want to be? Close your eyes. You've probably heard me in the past, in my podcast, my radio show, and my speeches, and in my books. Close your eyes a couple minutes a day and visualize where you want to be in life. Picture it in your head. Live it. Live it in your head. See it in your head. So if you can conceive it in your head and you really believe that you can make it happen, then you can achieve it. This quote has done wonders for me in my life, and I know it can for you too. So one of the best things about having this mindset is that you can apply it to every area of your life. Think about it. This mindset can help you become a better parent, a better son, a better daughter, a better coworker, a better employee, or a better employer. This mindset is universal for everything we do in life. If we can conceive it and believe it, we can achieve it. If you can learn to think and believe in certain ways, then you can achieve your goals and become successful. So Napoleon Hill in this book states that by focusing on a passionate desire, having faith in yourself, and if you can train the subconscious to believe in success and developing a detailed plan, anyone can become rich. Like I say, that doesn't apply to just making money. Rich with knowledge, rich with happiness, rich with love. One of the main messages I get from reading the book Think and Grow Rich is that our mind is our quarterback that can lead us to victories or failures. Our mind is in control, just like a quarterback on a football field. They're in control. Well, whatever they do on offense is going to dictate how the play turns out because they're in control. We need victories to keep us moving forward. Maybe they're small. We need to have good things happen to us to continue to have the mindset that we can accomplish anything we set our mind to. Even small victories will help us move the needle. However, I also really believe failures will propel us even farther than victories will. Why is that? Because we constantly think about how you would do something different. If you made a mistake or you failed at something, aren't you saying to yourself, next time I'm not going to do this again? I'm going to do it differently. Failure should have that effect on you. When you make a mistake, I know you don't sit back and just do nothing. You probably sit back and analyze, what did I do wrong? So I truly believe that not making the same mistake twice is considered a victory. I mean it. Not making the same mistake twice, to me, is a victory. So because I had no formal training for running a business, I had to learn from my mistakes. Now, and take advantage of checking me out at vandeeb.com. Learn more about me. Buy my books. I promise you that you'll get a lot of takeaways. Without formal training and having to learn from my mistakes, I'm telling you, it was not an easy life starting out, but I wouldn't change a thing if I could do it all over again. Why? Because I became stronger by accepting and embracing the challenges that came up in my life and in running my business. So I believe if you prepare your mind to accept the fact that you are going to run into challenges, you will be able to navigate them through all kinds of outcomes, and you'll be victorious eventually. That's why I really believe on trying to do the right thing, trying to avoid confrontational situations, avoid challenges all you can, because we're going to have challenges that we can avoid. So why not eliminate ones you know you can? Napoleon Hill says knowledge is power. Make an effort to always continue to learn. I've been in real estate for 41 years. I've trained hundreds of top producers. I've motivated them, I've inspired them, and I've empowered them to be rock stars. But guess what? I'm still learning every day. I can be in a room with a first-year salesperson, and I get a takeaway from that person because I want to. I go in every situation wanting to learn something. That's what keeps us growing and keeps us getting better. Another author you probably heard of, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, was his book, one of his books, said about failure. He says, if you avoid failure, you also avoid success. Often in the real world, it's not the smart people who get ahead, but the bold. If you face your fears and doubts, instead of giving up, new worlds will open up for you. Now, I'm going to invite you to go back to one of my podcasts. Go to my homepage, vandeeb.com, and scroll down and look up the benefits of being confident, or there might even be one about being bold. Really, I think it'd be a good time for you to go back and listen to that. Self-help books, like this book I'm highlighting today, Think and Grow Rich, I'm telling you, it can help you live your best life and become the best version of yourself. So one of the greatest benefits of creating this mindset is that you will encourage, inspire, and empower all the people around you to be the best they can be, because you will be leading by example. This mindset is contagious. If you have this, I can do anything I set my mind to mindset, you don't think your kids are going to learn from that? That they're going to do better in school, in sports, in building relationships? You don't think your spouse or significant other is not going to benefit? Your friends, your family? Absolutely they will, because you have something to contribute. You're not just taking up space. This mindset that you can do anything you can conceive and believe and achieve will empower so many people that you run into. It's contagious, and people will gravitate to you. One of the greatest other benefits of this mindset is your happiness. It's going to make you a happier person because you're not concentrating on where you've been. You're not concentrating about your past, what could have been. You're concentrating on where you're headed. You're the quarterback. You have the ability to accomplish anything you want to accomplish. And there's no better time than the present. You know what I always say. I mean, I say this, you You probably know what I'm going to say. Life is not a dress rehearsal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real deal. If you have the ability to be kind to somebody today, what are you waiting for? Why don't you practice by looking up when you're walking past somebody and giving them a big smile? Watch what happens to your life when you start making other people's lives better. Once again, life is not a dress rehearsal. Let's make these changes in our life today. Let's do everything in our power to be the best humans that we can be. And this book, Think and Grow Rich, will help us get there. I don't get paid a dime by promoting this book. I'm doing this because I know the benefits and the value it has to help you change your mindset. Everything we do in life, it all starts with us. It's a thought in our head. Thoughts become things. Dreams become reality. What our minds can conceive and believe, we will achieve. Please feel free to give me your feedback. I'd love an email from you, van@vandeeb.com. I'd love to customize a motivational presentation for you and your company. You can reach out to me at van@vandeeb.com. My website is vandeeb.com. Please subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already, and show somebody that you care about them by referring them to sign up for this, or you sign up for this podcast for them. We want to encourage everybody to live their best life. If not now, when? And if not you, then who? Let's make a difference. Let's live our best life. And I'm grateful for your time today, for listening to the Van Deeb Podcast.
A Hurrdat Media Production.